everyone, and welcome to the Daily Dish. I'm your host, Kathy Rankin, and we have a special guest today, actually two special guests, Tracy and Charlie, and they are the co-founders of Simple Self-Defense for Women. They've been talking with us in some other episodes about how to defend yourself against an abduction or an attack, real life stuff that you can really use that's effective. And guys, if you're going to listen to anything, I would say this is probably the most important thing you can learn. We're talking about how to get away if you or your child is grabbed or somebody's trying to pull you in a car or take you away. Yep. So what is the move, and how can we teach not only ourselves but our children to do this?
Sure. Well, the most common way that someone's going to try to grab you is they're going to try to grab you like this. This is the most common way someone's going to grab you. So if I grabbed her and I'm going to pull her, the natural tendency is to pull in the same direction.
You know, you think you're going to get away.
So whoever's stronger is obviously going to win.
And like you said, the goal is not to try and fight or resist, it's to just get away.
It's to get away. Exactly. So in this case, I'm going to try to pull her into a vehicle, I'm going to try to punch her, whatever it may be, but you want to get away as quickly as you can. And we're going to show you how to do that. So when I grab her like this, I'm actually grabbing her with 5 fingers, obviously. So I'm going to show you, instead of fighting 5 fingers, why not just fight 1?
And for those that don't think he's holding me tight, he likes to talk. It's like a blood pressure cuff. You can see how red
right.
my arm is.
Your bracelet is imprinting on your wrist.
So he's holding me tight.
And somebody's going to do that.
Yeah.
They're going to grab you tight.
They're going to grab you tight. So instead of going in this direction, what we want you to do is follow the direction of the thumb. And since the thumb is on top, you bring your hand up instead of this way. So go ahead and get away, Trace. So the natural tendency now is I would at least take a couple of steps in the opposite direction.
Right, he'll fall and hit his head or something, you know, and you keep running.
Right.
And now she's going in this direction, the opposite direction, so they have at least 10 feet of space between you and that attacker.
Now, is an attacker typically, would they come back after you, or because you made a point in another episode that people like to attack somebody that is an easy target.
Right.
Would that right there make them think twice about this is just too much work?
99% of the time they will not follow you unless it's a domestic violence situation.
Interesting.
If
okay.
it's a random
so
attack,
you know
you're probably,
okay, so
right.
this is a random attack kind of thing. So now that was you grabbing from underneath.
Right, let me try it with you now.
So, and I have not practiced
And this is the size difference, because, I mean, this is real life. If a child or a large adult is going after a woman that might be a little more petite, you know, this is the way
I'm
it's going to look.
6'2", 200 pounds, so
yeah, and I'm 5'1", so that's a big difference.
So I'm going to grab you this way.
Okay.
So instead of, we'll pull the wrong way first. Okay. So
yeah, there's no right. I mean, that would hurt. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
so now what I want you to do is I want you to bring your hand up, and you're going to step back with that leg, the same side leg.
So you have to step back at the same time you're bringing up.
Go.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't it?
So, I mean, he was holding on tight. Like, you were holding on to where it almost hurt.
Yeah.
And I can't believe how easy that was.
Right.
And I didn't practice that.
Right. And what's important about this is you took that step. Now, as an adult, many adults might be able to put their hand up this way, but if they don't take the step, if you're a child, let's say they have 70, 80 pounds of weight, you want those 70, 80 pounds of body weight against that one finger.
And
that's
we're about
really
escaping.
Crazy.
You know, if you got out, you would still get out. But remember, we want you to get away. So as soon as you start that step, it's your step towards escaping.
It's creating that distance.
Yeah, and you know what? It's crazy because when I watched you guys do it, I thought maybe you practiced it so much that you guys have to try this at home. That is really wild how different that is. Yeah.
Can we show you something fun for when you try it at home? Because we want everybody to try it at home, so this is fun.
And also too for kids, tell them robot.
Robot.
That's how I remember it.
Yep.
Tell them robot.
Okay, so your hands are going up or down. Yeah.
Right. Just so they remember it.
For those that are going to try it at home, because we want everybody to, and you guys are practicing it. So
So when you go home and you talk to your spouse or your significant other, they're going to grab you like no one's ever grabbed you.
The guy doesn't want you to get away, right? And you gave away the element of surprise already. You're going to say, grab me, I'm going to get out, right?
Right.
Okay.
So now I'm grabbing her as tight. Go ahead, get me out. Get out.
That's all. But there's just enough to break his tension.
I love that move.
But isn't that fun? It's
a distraction because now their whole focus was on that hand.
Yeah.
Right? You took a distraction, you took away from that hand, now boom, you're out.
Or you tap them in the stomach, or you tap them, whatever. It's just to break their concentration. So
and that's mostly at home because you're not going to tell the bad guy, hey, hang on a little tighter, I'm going to get out, right?
Yeah.
But when you go home, you already gave away the element of surprise.
Right.
Because you told them, I'm going to get away, watch, go ahead.
Right.
So they're going to grab you like a vice.
I love it.
I love that move. It's my favorite.
That's a good move, yeah. I got to tell you, I have an 11-year-old daughter, and I just think this is a fantastic tip for any parent out there because we talk about stranger danger and, yell and scream if somebody grabs you, but I mean, realistically, I always worry if somebody really did something to my daughter,
Right.
she wouldn't know what to do.
Well, this is our pay it forward move. So if you show your daughter, hopefully she'll go to school and she'll
And
show
show
other
her friends,
and
yeah.
then you'll show other women. That's what we want. We want every woman and child to know how they can get out of this.
Now, one thing I do want to add is most likely someone's going to grab you this way, right?
Right.
So if they grabbed you oddly, where this way, just follow the thumb and go down.
Yeah, so it's just, yeah.
Whichever way the thumb is, if the thumb was to the side, you're going to go this way. If the thumb was to the side this way, you take a step and you follow the direction of the thumb. That's the rule.
That's
follow
simple.
the direction of the thumb and move your
And
way.
what I love is you have 30 years of martial arts experience, but like you said in your courses, this is such simple technique that you don't have to be a martial arts student to do this stuff.
No, you don't.
So great information, guys. Seriously, go practice this at home. You'll be amazed at what that little move just did. And we're going to dig into some more with these guys later in an episode of The Daily Dish, so we'll see you guys back here then.